Hey everyone, happy Friday. It has been a while since I've been on Instagram Live. As you know, no longer doing Facebook Live, so you can catch me here. All things health, mind, body, and spirit. Today, I wanted to share something that actually I had an incident that it was a whole cell phone incident. I'm not going to get into it, but the blessing that came out of it was I could not listen to any of my podcast, and I always say everything happens for a reason. I know people hate hearing that. It's more like life happens for me, it's not happening to me. So anyways, I had this. Okay, it's called Outwitting the Devil. I had this in my car when I was driving from California. I went to go visit family, kind of surprise them. But this was in my car and it was playing. And so I listened to it again. And the first time this book came out by Napoleon Hill, Outwitting the Devil, I was just glued to that book. I was reading it. I would have to reread it. I started telling everybody about the book. So I actually bought several copies of them, gave them to people. And as you know, an audiobook came out and I got the audiobook and I was listening to that as well. So it's been a while since I've listened to it, but this is going to be a book that, as I mentioned, it's going to piss you off, but in a good way, because it's going to make you aware that there are some things that need to change, that I need to change as an individual, and nobody else can do it for me. So I'm going to give you a summary really quick of just 10 points that they covered. And I don't want to ruin the book for you because I really want you to read it. The first 2-3 chapters, they're a little slow, I'll tell you that much, because it's kind of just setting you up for the kind of the plateau of the book, which really is, I believe, starting about chapter 5. But there are really like 10 points of what they talk about during this book. So I'm going to mention it really quick. So kind of the summary of it is always to be definite in everything you do. Don't leave unfinished thoughts in your mind. Have self-discipline. Be easier to bridge the young. So those were some of them. However, number 1, learn to do your own thinking on all occasions. We have obviously a problem right now because we are inundated with social media and we are we have overwhelm and we have FOMO, fear of missing out. So 1 is do your own thinking on all occasions. 2, decide what you want in life and create a plan for getting it. 3, analyze temporary defeat. Anything in our life is temporary, even happiness, even sadness. So learn from it. And if you want more of it, then create momentum for that. Render a useful service. Okay, that's super important. People that are working, that are in business for themselves, or even you as a human being, you just are going to feel better. Number 5, recognize that the brain is a receiving set that dials in the universal storehouse of intelligence that helps you transmit your physical desires. So basically, whatever you're vibing, whatever you're giving off, that's really what you're going to attract. And number 6, recognize your greatest asset in time. Budget your time so none of it is wasted. So I'm going to shift that over. I do like I put this on my schedule, okay, I'm doing Instagram Lives Mondays and Wednesdays at noon. I was a little bit behind because I was working on another project, but that's super important. Number 7, recognize that fear is a filler. The devil uses it to occupy your thoughts, on your mind instead of faith, which allows you to create your desired picture. So I always say that there's the 2 F's in life, and you're operating out of one or the other, fear or faith. Fear is scarcity. Fear is a poverty mindset. Fear is being a victim, whereas faith is more, we're doing it out of love. It's just like if you believe in God, that's having faith. There's something bigger, and to me, God is love, is abundance, is happiness, is joy, is wealth, is health. It's all those things. So remember, problems are simply, I love this one, problems are simply opportunities to come up with creative solutions. And pray not like a beggar, but demand and insist on getting what getting that which you want with no substitute. We sometimes just settle for whatever when we shouldn't be settling for whatever. And life is a cruel taskmaster. This was awesome. Either it'll master it, and either you master it or it will master you. There is no halfway. So never accept anything you don't want, because when you do accept it, there isn't enough room to create space for what you want. I will have like a list of the things that I do want, and I write them out, and I don't settle for it. That's what I did with my current husband. So number 10, your dominant thoughts attract through the lens of nature and will find the easiest and most convenient route. So be careful what you think. So if you think about, let's just say I'm driving, like, oh my gosh, I don't want to be late to work. Take the don't out there. Your body's going to focus. The mind, your vibrational energy, your radio station, the speaker that you're speaking out in life is saying, I want to be late for work, instead of I don't want to be late for work. I don't want to be late for work. You're saying I want to be late for work. So everything is going to get in the way for you to be late for work. So really what you want to do is be definite in everything you do and never leave unfinished thoughts in the mind, and form the habit of reaching a definite decision in all subjects. And then they say to do it fast. So those that say, oh, let me think about it, and I hear this a lot, let me pray about it. To me, it's just like, what's there to think about? If you have intelligence, God from above flowing through you, he's going to help you with the decisions at that time, because you will talk yourself out of why you can't do something and why you don't want to do that. Oh, it costs too much money. I can't spend $1,000 on doing these tests, or hiring this trainer or whatever for my health. It's just like, really, if it's going to help you be a better version of you, why wouldn't you do it? So that's just an example. So definitive purpose, or 7 principles for physical, spiritual, financial freedom. So I'm going to give you these really quick, but I do want you to go read this book, because you are going to be blown away. The other one, so one is always have a definitive purpose. 2 is master yourself. You got to learn how to master yourself. 3, learn from your adversity. That's another one. Things happen, life happens for you, not to you. So if you just get that in your head, you will know. And I had an incident that happened. I said, okay, God, what do you want me to learn from this? What is the lesson? Instead of saying, oh man, why do these things happen to me? That's such a poverty mentality. That's a victim mentality. Number 4, control environment influences. That means who you're associating with. So that's another one. 5 is your time. Focus on positive thoughts, habits, and developing wisdom. And you need to use your time doing that, not wasting time. So the other one, number 6, and we got one more, harmony. Acting with a definite of purpose to become the dominating influence, mental, physical, and spiritual environment. So the more you invest in you as an individual, the better your life is going to be. I'm heading out in a week for a whole week of retreat. I'm going by myself. I'm shutting my phone off. I'm going to have contact with nobody because it's there to, it's a lot of mind training. It's going to be meditation. And I'm just there to just get to the next level, to serve my family better, my patients, and to just be a bigger force in this life. And number 7 is caution. Thinking through your plan before you act. So you can have a plan, but you have to know how to get it. So this is the book. Like I said, get it in audio, read the book. If you don't even want to spend the money on it, if you just Google Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill, he's written a lot of business books, but this by far, in my opinion, is the best book that I've read by him. He's most known for Think and Grow Rich. But this is definitely the best book that I have read by Napoleon Hill. So that is my plug for the book. I'm not getting anything for it. The only thing is, if you do read it, tag me on it. Tell me what you like, and hopefully that you are going to do something amazing with it. All right, got to get back to work. It's Friday. And have an amazing weekend, and I'll see y'all on Monday. Okay, Monday, Fridays, I'm going to do my Instagram lives now. All right, see you later. Bye. Let me see if I can get off this thing now.